Hey, Brandon, we did it. We're live.
We did it. We went hot, not cold.
Not hot, not cold. We just did it. We just pressed the go live button. We said, hey, it's time to go because we were a little bit late. And it's not anybody's fault except for Logan. We were giving him the benefit of the doubt. We were like, Logan, maybe he'll show up on time.
We went hot, not cold, not flat, just bold.
Ooh, I like it. Then there's Logan. Hey, what's up, buddy?
This is an upgrade from where we're at usually with him, yeah.
Yeah. But he runs on Eastern Standard Logan time. But shout out. I want to give a quick shout out to our 2 YouTube members. We appreciate you. And as promised, you get a shout out each episode. CT Anderson, Nita, Autumn, Metal, Queen. There we go. Don't forget, Toby's not on tonight. He's got his parents with him who are lovely, but he sends his love to all. Oh, thank you. I was going to get to that, but now I don't have to because not only are you a member, you're like really into that. Yeah. And you can feel free. The rumor has it, we even have an in-studio producer tonight. That's a rumor, and it's potentially true. And this is episode 137. We got a motorboating officer, and a woman has 2 what? Oh, you're good, right?
Oh, sorry. It's Trigger.
Okay, I was just making sure that that you weren't like season out or anything. But
no.
Happy Thursday, everybody! Shout out Squeaksbeard. Look at all these amazing people. What's up, Sean? Yeah, look at this. All right, so I don't know. We have a cool intro. We're just gonna do the thing. We're gonna do our quick intro. Oh, we're on the wrong. Everybody, close your eyes and then open them real quick because bam, now we're on the right one. I guess the backgrounds are pretty similar. I was in the Triple T studio, but now we're back in the Beard Laws one. Let's do the intro. We're back in. Yeah, while we're back
inside. Hey, look, it's us. It's Beard Laws. It's a podcast.
Ooh, look at half of us are here. The left nipple's here, but the right nipple not so much.
Bad nipple.
Let's do the intro. 13 seconds to grab a drink, go to the bathroom, think of a picker wheel question, go to the Beard Law store, buy the same exact t-shirt Brandon's wearing, or just wait 13 seconds. We'll be back. Okay, let's go. We did it. Thanks for the sweet intro. I can't remember, but oh yeah, producer Zach says I want a bad nipple t-shirt. So how lovely are Toby's parents? I was curious how that next week we're gonna mention a little bit. I'm assuming he was live on Hangouts or one of the social medias, and I haven't really had an opportunity to jump in and see it, but I would imagine they're lovely because Toby's pretty lovely. I gotta ask though, and you don't have to get into detail, Lalita or Nita, but short. Are the parents short? Because Toby's pretty short. So I was curious.
Would it be wild if both his parents are taller than him?
I mean, most things are taller than him.
Or dad's like 6'4" and his mom's like 5'2", and it makes sense.
Yeah, or maybe that'd be awesome if they were both like 6'10".
That'd be wild.
That'd be wild. And
that'd be like, where did the jeans come from?
Walmart, Gander Mountain. Either way, I'm super excited not only to have you, Brandon, here, but producer Zach and producer Zach. We're not gonna give him a camera because he's kind of like the rookie, but we gave him a mic. So go ahead, Zach. Tell everybody hello.
Actually, Matthew, it's because I'm ugly. You don't have to lie to these kind people.
Fair enough. But
What's going on, everybody?
He has a face for radio, not for podcasting, and that's a bad joke. I'm sure you've heard that a lot, Brandon.
You know the one that pisses me off because it's just like it's the stupidest line. Everybody just says it. I've said it before too. It's the face for radio, the voice for print. Come on, really?
Voice for print right here. Voice for print.
There we go. Oh, apparently his mom is 4'10". That makes sense.
My mom's 4'10" also.
Really?
Yes.
No shit. Huh. Mine is not. Mine's. I don't know how tall my mom is. I've never measured her or read her driver's license, and I don't really know. But thank you. Both beards are on fleek. Going to be a great podcast. Yeah, Logan. He's not here yet. He has probably a bunch of excuses, unless something bad really did happen. Then I'd feel like a jerk. But at this point, I don't because he's already 5 minutes late, which that's cool. Like I said, we got the producer. 15. Your guess was 15, right? So I want the chat to the over-under right now is 15 minutes. So I want everybody to guess when you think Logan will show up. It is now 9:05 on a podcast. So feel free to and there can be a no-show. That could be an option. But everybody just go ahead and put in your guesses. Brandon said 9:15. I'm gonna say 9:09. Producer Zach, what's your guess?
I'm going to say 9:12, but we're going to set the no-show at plus 1,000. So get the bets in, guys. Plus 1,000
Plus
on
1,000.
no-show for co-host Logan.
Okay, and producer Zach is going to pay out every winning. So apparently my mom is
Not
5'4", 5'4", not 4'10". Okay, we got a 9:16, 9:32. I'm new here. What here is first name's Logan. Yeah. First name's Logan. He's also pretty short. He's Logan. He's not on any social medias. I don't think he really knows how to do that. But yeah, pretty much 9:27, 9:30. Okay, all right. Well, while we're waiting for that, we also have a pretty cool side cam. Check this out. New solo layout. This is the side view. Brandon said he's never seen my legs. Pretty cool. I'm going to remove that now. But that was producer Zach. All right. So you want to get it right into the first article? You want to get right into it?
Let's do it, dude.
Let's do this one from last week. All right. Last week there was one sent over from Nita. I do believe this one came from there.
Sorry we didn't get to it, Lita, or Nita, but we got to it now. I get Lillette and Nita mixed up there.
It is, yeah. They kind of sound the same, and pretty gnarly side view, right? I just added this about 6 or 7 minutes before the show. I bought a special cable that I put right on my desk. So I was like, you will remember to do this. It's been 7 weeks since I bought the cable, but we got it up there, and we're pretty good. So all right, let's do the first article. So I want you guys to guess, and I'm not going to pull it up because the producer Zach can look at the screen and potentially see it. So I want both of you to guess. So there's a woman who has 2 of something. She could physically have something. It could be she owns 2 of something. The sky's the limit. And I know it's a pretty wild thing, but you know how the show goes. So I want you guys to guess. Brandon, you go first.
She has 2 of something, or she's missing 2 of something.
She has 2 of something.
Well, it's 2022. I'm not going to guess the obvious. 2. I don't know. I don't know. Let me chew on this. Let's
okay, you chew on it. Zach, do you have any guesses?
I'm going to go with the low-hanging fruit. I'm going to say 2 buttholes, Matt. 2 buttholes.
Oh.
Okay.
2 tongues.
2 tongues. So, all right, I want
2 tongues for 2 buttholes, perhaps.
Oh, that would be a match made in heaven. The yin to the yang, the 6 to the 9.
Funny number.
All right, anybody else except for Nita, you are able to guess in there. So, okay, so we got 2 coochies, no waiting. I'm not sure what. Pickled penises from ex-lovers. Okay, 2 pickled penises from ex-lovers. Could be anything. 2 balls in a jar. 2 belly buttons. Also a good guess. All right, so the article is obviously the UK. So we cover the UK. Speaking of UK, I know you're really, I don't think from the UK, but what's up, Laura? Cars, vagines. Okay, let's So this is an article from thesun.co.uk. Seeing double. I was born with 2 vaginas, 2 uteruses, and 2 cervixes. I even get 2 periods. Trolls always ask the same thing. Yeah, that's a thing. It was a woman who was born with a rare condition has revealed what it's really like to live with 2 vaginas. Leanne from the U.S. All right, she's American, but this is an article by thesun.co.uk. Has uterus. Producer, what do you think that word is? Didelphys? Didelphys?
Don't know.
Didel. It's
Hit me with
fist.
that spelling.
All right, we're just going to go with it. It's a condition that leads to a woman developing 2 uteruses and 2 cervixes. So she has shared on many social medias. Looks like the article was one of those lovely "What's your most viral videos?" that I just love seeing all over the tickety-tock, and it happened to be that one. So she has been sharing kind of, the experience and, what it's like and how life is with 2 reproductive organs. Did you?
My first official fact check of my budding career. Google tells me it's Didelphus. Didelphus.
Didelphus.
And maybe Zach can look this up, but I remember reading this article or this topic on Reddit a couple of days, maybe a week ago, And there was a woman in there who said, maybe this is the same one, but that she had 2 different children that didn't share her DNA, or that had different DNA or something like that.
Ooh.
Or something like that. And then for whatever reason, the judge believed her. And so she was pregnant again. And so what they did was they had somebody present at the moment of birth to test the DNA of the child and her. And it proved that she gave birth to this child that was conceived, whatever, blah, 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 but didn't share her same DNA. Something weird like that. You'd have to look it up to be sure. But
so I can research this, or I can base this totally off of an early 2000s episode of CSI. Which one do you want me to go with?
First, the CSI.
Yeah.
So according to Gil Grissom of early CSI fame, this is known as chimera disorder, where multiples in the womb absorb but past a point where they have distinguished DNA. So depending on what part of the body that you sample, the DNA will be different.
Okay. I think I remember that episode. Not being a smartass, I really do.
The episode was of a male going off and doing offensive things and knowing he could get away with it because of his multiple DNAs. We don't really need to get too far into it, but we kind of get the gist.
Yeah. Wow. All right. So that's interesting. Yeah, I couldn't imagine there's a couple of people in there being like, wow, 2 periods. Imagine the pain. That means she's twice. Well, Jace, I don't. Good luck in the comments throwing that out there. But so apparently in a TikTok video posted to her account, the lady Leanne revealed what it's like living with a double of everything, which has gone viral with over 300,000 views. She said, "My body is about to blow your mind in a weird way." At least it. Yeah. Anyways, 2 tongues. It would have been a different play on words with blowing your mind. Essentially, I was born with 2 extra body parts. I was born with the 2 vaginas. Yeah, we've already covered that. She answered some of the most questions she receives all of the time. Having 2 sets of reproductive organs also means that 2 periods. Yeah. Luckily, though, they come at the same time. Is that lucky? Yeah. I don't know.
That's everyone's goal, Matt.
Oh, okay. Not mine. Oh, listen to this, though. She also has to have 2 pap smears, which sucks. It's not comfortable. She wears 2 tampons. Whatever any woman does, she does it twice. But she does talk candidly about the difficulty of getting pregnant with her condition because it would be a very high-risk pregnancy. It's never worked out for her, and that's okay because it would have to be a C-section. And she did say that she could technically get pregnant by 2 different men at the same time because each baby would be carried in a different uterus. But this is only likely to happen if it's done within the same week, and that's not something that she is looking forward to or even trying to do. So that's a thing.
So I did do the research too, though, Brandon.
Oh, okay.
It seems that your Reddit case was of one Lydia Fairchild.
Okay.
And points to Gil Grissom, Lydia Fairchild is an American woman who exhibits chimerism, having 2 distinct populations of DNA.
Yes, Tyler. He is the producer is definitely a babe.
Okay, so what it was then is this story made it to Reddit, and somebody had shared the information about her being a chimera, which I know only from Fallout
and Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, he's a D&D guy. So I want to poll not only Brandon, Zach, and everybody else in the chat. I'm giving you the power. So Logan gave me the old not going to be able to make it. Send the link. I'll try to join from the house. Kind of routine again. So I'm leaving it up to. Want to just leave it up 100% to the chat?
Yes.
Chat. Should we send the link so Logan can join us, or do we punish him for not showing up in studio so he could be a part of this cool little camera? Like, there's producer Zach. He's a babe. So, chat, it's up to you. We're gonna put in there because Brandon said 9:14, so we'll see if he can make, or 9:15. Sorry. So we have about a minute, but it's up to you, chat. You comment yes or no to allowing Logan. I'm not sure what finish him means, and I'm hoping you're not talking to Zach. But
and just so we know, any of these votes, they do cancel those plus 1,000 no-show bets.
Oh yes,
this is collusion at the highest level. No bets cleared. Refunds will be issued shortly.
We have a send it, no, finish him. The 3 different answers. We got to let him suffer. Send him the link, but make him believe his mic doesn't work. That's good.
So it looks like we got 3-3 so far.
Send it. Okay.
So I think finish him means no.
Okay. We're going. That's still the Sunday. Okay. All right. We'll give you guys a minute, and while we're doing that, we're going to get back to this double vagina. So what else? The whole thing, yeah. I mean, I can imagine it would be a little interesting having a couple of guys over trying to produce, anyways. But okay. But are there V's side by side on top of each other? I'm confused to how it looks. Many people have asked. So there's not a picture. There's not a picture. I can't show you. But she did show a diagram in another TikTok showing how they did look to someone. She said it looks just like others on the outside, but that there are 2 tunnels down the middle which separate.
Oh, the tunnel of love.
Each tunnel leads to a different cervix and uterus, but other than that, it's practically the same.
So here's my question. How do I
We
word
gotta send
this?
it.
During coitus, is there... I want to know how these... I need to know how these 2 holes are combined. I mean, what I'm saying is there a... Without giving a visual graphic...
I got you. We're going to show you that. We're going to show you the TikTok. If it's on TikTok, it can't be too graphic, right?
My bet's that it's like the Willy Wonka ferry boat scene.
Oh.
A condition called uterine didelphys, and that means that I was born with 2 uteruses, 2 cervixes, and 2
brain cells.
vagina tunnels with a septum down the middle. And today I was going to draw for you the difference between what my situation looks like compared to what a normal woman's situation looks like.
Speaking of vaginas.
So we'll get on to that right now. I'm going to start with the regular uterus setup because it'll probably be a little confusing if I started with mine. So see here you have a normal, everyday, good-looking uterus.
We don't need to see how the uterus looks. We want to show us the canal.
This is normal.
In point of order on the lined paper, if you're going to make a TikTok with this much reach, get some cardstock, get some poster board, lined notebook paper. Come on.
I mean, look at the background.
Do it with finger painting.
I'm going to let that one go.
This is the uterus. See, this is where it all happens, where the legs open. Here's the vagina, and here's the cervix. See this little line there, and then this is the uterus. So, and then over here we have ovaries, fallopian tube, but none of that matters. What we care about is the uterus, the cervix.
So it's just split at the cervix. There's not like two canals, is what I'm getting at.
Want to skip to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
She could have made this a 10-second video.
2 minutes 38.
So this is where the legs are, we'll say. So this is the opening, right? Here's vagina number 1.
Okay.
Vagina number 2.
So there are 2 canals.
Yep.
And then here, each vagina has its own cervix. So cervix 1, cervix 2. And then each cervix goes up to its own uterus. And see, it's almost shaped like bunny ears. And then you have the normal fallopian tube and normal ovaries. Except I'm missing a fallopian tube, so I crossed that out. So this is what mine looks like. I feel like I'm giving a science report. So here they are side by side with the normal.
Yeah, it's a fucking kindergartners.
On the bottom. And
Okay, so I don't want to be a jerk, but I just don't want to listen to her talk anymore.
That's awful.
What
so
the hell did I just walk into?
I don't know if you're talking, Logan.
Logan.
I was trying. Not hear me?
I can't hear you. I think Logan's saying I was playing Hungry Hungry Hippo.
Yeah, it's dead over here.
Well, so anyways, if you're wondering what is going on with this, the article was from the sun.co.uk. That was, I was born, a woman was seeing double. She was born with 2 vaginas. This is the woman. There was a TikTok video in the article. So we're getting here. Apparently these are the legs is what she's calling them. If those are the legs to ratio, no judgment. But yeah, apparently that's what a normal one looks like inside, and this is what hers. She said technically she could get pregnant, but here's my question. All right, so technically the two guys, but like, how would they know that one chose door number 1 and then the other one chose, well, no pun intended, door number 2?
Matt, do you remember Wayne's World?
Yes.
Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2.
Yeah,
that would be
Logan.
me.
Do you want to try to do a mic check again?
Can you hear me?
Hey, you did it. You did it. We were going to let that go. We heard you the first time. We put the chat to a vote to send it to you or not. They voted to send it to you, but to play the mic that we couldn't hear you trick.
Shut up. You didn't.
So don't blame us. Blame our phenomenal viewers. And yeah. So in quick, another shout. We're giving one more shout out to our 2 YouTube members because we love you guys. CT, Nita, thank you. Being part of the Beard Laws fam. Our YouTube members. But yeah, double vaginas. And yeah, I don't know. I got nothing. It's roulette. Okay. That's possible.
And Logan, we pulled all of this from your search history. So,
but we left out the other stuff.
I was gonna say you guys missed a ton of it.
Yes. Did you just get done with bat boy duties for the Toronto Blue Jays game?
No. We were having a family movie and it went over a few minutes than we thought. And I just decided to.
Well, until you leaned back and I saw that it was Callaway, you looked like you could have been like a bat boy.
No, like a caddy maybe, but
a bat cat.
This is what I went to school in. Isn't that pathetic for me?
Yeah.
Well,
could you imagine being 40-something years old and still having to go to school?
Oh my God.
I know how you do it, man. there isn't enough money in this world to make me go to.
Well, actually, that's the funny part. I'm not really making a whole lot, so that makes sense.
But either way, thank you, Nita, for that article. And Brandon sent over an article. So there was an officer who he got in trouble, and it's in the article. It involves a motorboat. So does anybody have any guesses on, do you think it was that? Do you think it was a pontoon? Do you think it was a speedboat? Like,
no, I'm going with someone who went inappropriately to like the Queen of England or someone related.
I think that would have been news last.
I mean, the Queen of England, that's what popped in your mind.
Or
speaking of search histories.
She was hot once.
Was she?
No accounting for taste, Logan.
Jace, we're glad that we were able to educate you today on how one of those works. So now with that knowledge, it is power. Just be very careful because there's other things you should learn. Not only how that works, but there's parts on you that if inserted in there, it makes babies.
It makes it tingle.
It makes it tingle. All right, let's get into this article. So an officer. See, okay. Sorry, stupid pop-up blocker. This is from ArmyTimes.com. Headline: Officer motorboated subordinate at promotion ceremony retires after guilty plea. You can't make this shit up. Oh my gosh. Do you know what his name is? Billy Joe Crosby, which looks a lot like Bill Cosby. And he's a junior. Wow.
Deep fake.
So Billy Joe Crosby Jr. Go ahead, Brandon.
At a promotion ceremony, not behind closed doors. At a promotion ceremony. I want to know. Well, go ahead and read on, sir.
No. I'm wondering what you're wondering now.
How do you motorboat a fellow service person without tearing open the shirt or top?
Because the one thing that comes to me is they wear a lot of pins and metals. Like you get near some motorboat and you could end up like cut up.
Wait, so it was a fellow service person, not a subordinate type, someone he's supposed to be.
All we know so far is that he got in trouble for motorboating at a promotion ceremony. Maybe he was just like, and congratulations to the first sergeant. But
Wow, look at this producer, Jace.
Ma'am, can I see your driver's license and registration? I don't have it. I can't find it. Well, maybe it's in here. Nope.
No, not an officer like the police. He's like an army guy, that kind of officer. So he's not.
Better.
It's even better. So he was National Guard, and I want you guys to guess which state National Guard.
I'm going with South Carolina.
Good guess.
I want to say Florida, but I'm going with Kentucky.
What was that?
I'm going with Kentucky.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Kentucky.
I did
Gotcha.
say Kentucky.
What do you think, producer Zach?
I'm going to go big money odds. Going to go Nebraska.
Ooh, yes, Logan, you missed it. We do have producer Zach. We even had a cool camera that we could bring in here when you were here. We were going to be like all side view and stuff. Like that's where Logan's supposed to sit.
Bitch.
But it's okay.
Sorry, man.
Alabama.
Kansas, Alabama. Oh, so we're gonna put that on the picker wheel, Nita. All right, we're gonna put that on the picker wheel, and we'll let the fate decide. Because she sent me a picture.
No.
It's not. It sounds perverted, but it's not. Hellman's makes gravy mayonnaise. But let's jump back to this. Well, we got the guesses coming in. What's up, Tegan? All right, so I'd say FlorDUH, as you like to say it. All right, so Louisiana National Guard officer was allowed to retire after a general court martial convicted him of charges stemming from motorboating a subordinate soldier during an informal promotion ceremony while deployed to Jordan in May 2021. The Army Times has confirmed. Captain Billy Joe Crosby Jr., cousin of Bill Cosby, a logistics officer who was overseas with the 256th Infantry Brigade combat team during its recent deployment, was charged initially with abusive sexual contact and conduct unbecoming an officer, according to the report. It was the officer Crosby was in charge of an outpost in Jordan. Major Jessica Rivero, a spokesperson for the command overseeing the trial, told Army Times in a statement that Crosby's behavior is not in line with the Army values. Well, obviously. Let's get to how this happened. Pleaded guilty. Multiple soldiers immediately reported the behavior, and Crosby pled guilty at trial. So I'm guessing this isn't his first offense. So the officer struck a deal that erased the abusive sexual contact charge. He pled guilty to assault consummated. How do you say that, producer?
Consummated.
Oh, that's how you spell that? Huh, I don't like it.
Gross.
There's a lot of big words in here. Come on, Army Times.
Almost like consomme, huh?
So Crosby, a prior enlisted soldier who participated in the 89 invasion of Panama. He was at everything. We're trying to get to, okay, what did Crosby do? Fair enough. Here we go. When he learned that the junior soldier was selected for promotion, Crosby reportedly announced to her twice that he intended to motorboat her during her promotion ceremony because the Army combat uniform's chest-placed rank patch was intended for such actions. I don't know what that is. Kind of wish Toby was here, but I get the concept. But I would think the chest plate would go there. I would think it would go. It's got to go left or right, right?
I want to shout out my buddy Chris. Chris, could you please clarify the pin placement verbiage used?
Soldier,
former soldier.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Yes, I should have used my rubber band words. All right, but
I think this dude had a crush on her, and he was trying to if it says he mentioned it multiple times that he was going to do it. He's trying to be like, hey, I'm going to motorboat. This is a joke, and then he was like, I'm doing it.
Yeah, he was trying to crush those heavy hangers, fam. I want to say this. I don't agree. I think we should take a step back, not to get too serious, but sexual assault's not funny. It's not good. You shouldn't do it. And we're laughing at the guy because he's fucking stupid.
Correct.
Dumb for doing this to somebody else. And in a public setting, anyway, period. But in a public setting when they're being lauded for what they've accomplished, who the fuck are you? And so it's just awful.
Agree. Yes. All right. Thank you, Chris. They're on the chest, like upper chesticle. Okay. All right. So I like this here. The prosecutors then had to describe motorboating. They described it as when a person places his or her face between a woman's breasts and shakes his or her head back and forth while making sounds resembling a boat motor.
Back and
Dave, you
forth,
got a minute?
side to side.
And
Cool
this is
like
in the
this,
Louisiana
like
National
this.
Guard, correct?
Louisiana National, but it was in Jordan in 2021. He was in the Louisiana National Guard.
I
So
just really tanked my joke, but let's go continue.
My bad. Go ahead. What was the Logan?
So real quick, not for nothing, and I agree with what Brandon said wholeheartedly. However, I don't think they're telling enough info on this here. Okay, so they're in. Are they in uniform? Are they? Which it sounds like they are, right? It sounds like
Yes,
they are.
if it's a
They're in
promotion.
uniform.
So we said earlier he told the person that he was going to do this at their pinning ceremony because that's
Okay.
What do you say? Yeah. He was going to do it at the promotion ceremony because Army Combat Uniform's chest plate rank patch was intended for such actions. Weeks before the assault, Crosby also told the NCO, I don't know what that is.
Non-commissioned officer.
Non-commissioned officer.
Okay, cool. You guys are good. I don't know anything about the Army. My bad. That he wanted to bring the junior soldier with him on a driving trip to another base in Jordan. The NCO told investigators that Crosby requested the soldier's company because he liked looking at her tits. The junior soldier told Crosby the day before the assault she did not want a promotion ceremony. But during work the following day, according to the prosecution motion, Crosby approached the junior soldier, told her to stand up, placed the rank in front of her chest, leaned in, grabbed the rank with his teeth, then placed his face between the junior soldier's breasts and vigorously moved his head from side to side between her breasts while still holding the rank with his teeth.
He had done lost his mind.
Yeah, that's
Lost in the sauce, fam.
Yeah. So then there was a whole like charge thing, this and that. But apparently Crosby's brigade had other disciplinary issues during the 2021 mobilization, which saw most of the units sent to the Middle East. Some other elements of the brigade went to the federally controlled mission support officials at the U.S.-Mexico border. Doesn't seem that it's there, but apparently he was able to retire. Charge was dropped. That's just dumb. I don't know how else to put it. I mean, let's show a picture of the guy just so everybody gets to see.
Yeah,
Billy
he's creeping on her. Like, what did? No.
But I shout out to Army Times, in my opinion, for not putting a name in there like a lot of, I think, other social media and outlets would have done. Just junior officer, left it at that, and not to add any more to that. Are you using an exfoliating brush right now?
Yes, I am.
All right, nice.
Is that okay?
I like it. See that? I knew that.
Do we think this officer's turkey neck gave a little jobble when he was doing the motorboat? Like, what do we think?
Do you think it was a or do you think it was a?
No, this guy's sloppy. Like, that's all he got out of it.
Do you think when the head moved one way,
he didn't letting crash resist? He just
did we cross sides?
So, all right, we got some Chris insight. If it's a promotion ceremony, they're in uniform. So in uniform, the rank is in the center of the chest. It's tradition that it's punched into you. You get promoted, and everyone above you punches your new rank. I'm assuming by punch, like you're putting it in, not using your teeth and motorboating. Because, I mean, what? I got nothing.
It's the culture, man. We can't impose our will on their culture.
Fair enough. Do you know who wrote the article? Davis Winky. How do you think you would fare growing up with a last name Winky?
Well, I grew up with the last name McDermott. Kids are awful. They rhymed it with everything from McDonut to Kermit McDermott to you name it, fam.
Yeah,
I'm still Sweeney Weenie, so.
And nobody can say or spell Logan's last name, so I'm pretty sure he's good. And
my best one lately has been Mr. Lettucehead.
Do you have a French last name?
Yeah.
Logan, what's up?
Le Doucier, Lettucehead.
Oh, oui, Mr. Logan.
well, my last name rhymes with beer. So there's very derogative words that rhyme with beer that begin with.
Oh, dude! In school, you were totally Of course, you're young, a little bit younger than me, but in
Yeah,
the
'cause you're old.
Hewlett area, you are definitely known as that.
Yeah. And what's just funny because the family that they called me, there is an actual family with that last name in Hammond. So it
Yes.
was pretty easy to be like, no, I'm not related to them. And they were
Right.
all like, oh.
And I remember,
And then,
like, guys, that's
well, then I
that's
went to your school
Really?
and showed many of the women that I was not that. So that's why they were a little jealous because I was hanging out with their women and they were having sex with fruit and pies. So that's funny how that works.
Did
Whole
any of
nother
them
story.
have
For another episode, perhaps.
whatever it was from the first bit?
What's that?
Did you ever experience the multiplicity that we experienced in the first news article?
I wouldn't know.
Oh,
It's inside. I'm assuming that I've never saw two of the vaginas.
you never came up to a fork in the road?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Bummer for you.
True. Yes. Anyways, try having your last name. Well, yeah. I remember there's probably I get my name wrong.
Astley, whatever. I mean, that's
Yeah, kids are just jerks. So that's one thing I guess to keep in mind. If you happen to be a kid and you're watching this for whatever reason, your parents shouldn't let you. But either way, kids are just assholes. Figure it out. You'll get through it. And then you'll realize the kids that are assholes to you are probably either going to end up in jail, alcoholics, druggies, or just kind of losers. So
or in
don't
the
worry about it.
military, eventually motorboating people they shouldn't.
Oh, you could be from Louisiana, but we know what's near Louisiana. Florida. So CT, one of our YouTube members, sent over a FlorDUH news article. A Florida family, they found something in their pool and they called the police. Producer can't guess because he's looking at the article.
Gator.
Two people in the lovemaking of some sort process.
Is that all you think about? Is making love to the Queen of
That's-
England?
Half our show is about sex or weird things involving naked people.
We're sending Logan shit pics, right?
Again, yes, if you want to take a poop and send it, send it over to Logan at beardlaws.com. He gets every email to his phone, and apparently he likes looking at poop. But this week, let's mix it up a little bit. I want you guys to find the greatest pictures you can from the Queen of England. And I want you to send as many of them to Logan at beardlaws.com. Again, any pictures of the Queen of England could be a meme, could be maybe the Queen of England back in the day. Either way, send all of the pictures of the Queen of England to Logan at beardlaws.com. Yes, hey, no judgment here. Poops, yeah, so you can still send the poop one if you guys missed out on that. We did have a goal. If we would have hit 10 poop pics, I was giving away a bidet. We did not get to 10. But I tell you what, we'll do a thing. If we can get 25. No, how old's the Queen of England? Can you look that up, producer?
184 years
I
old.
will. I'll look up her age, but I know she's been in power for 70 years. This is her platinum centennial this year.
Wow. So let's just go 70. If we get 70 pictures of the Queen of England, we will give away a box of tea of your choice. Well, of my choice, whatever's cheapest that I can send you.
96 years old. Jesus.
96, low contrast says.
96. That's crazy.
Oh, yes. Lolita makes a great
96
point.
checks out. April 21st, 1926.
All right,
in
hold on.
Mayfair,
I'm
London, United
I want to
Kingdom.
find a picture of her when she was hot.
Don't care. I mean, they don't even have colored pictures back then. So bonus picture, if you can find a poop picture from the royal throne from the Queen, that counts as many. So
Fun fact, if you Google Queen of England when she was hot, you get one picture from it's colorized, but then you get 6 photos of her within the last 5 years.
No, I'd smash.
Yep. Thank you. Doable.
I mean now, fam. What do you think?
And she's short. I mean, she's shorter now than she was before, but that's right up my alley.
Brandon,
gotta
does
look
the
up
hat
and be like,
stay on?
Hello, Queen. I'll be like, what's up, Queen?
Yes, but the 90 doesn't.
I didn't even know.
fair enough. Back to FlorDUH news. Then we're going to get right into the picker wheel because, yes, let us know in the chat. Smash or pass? We got to smash. So Florida family calls, and Brandon was right. They found an 11-foot alligator in the pool. It really wanted to get the pool because it tore through the screen of a Florida home early Tuesday to access the swimming pool. The Charlotte County, which that's a little confusing, Charlotte County in Florida, shared some pictures on Facebook showing the 550-pound gator in the pool. and being dealt with, they said carefully, by deputies after the reptile was removed from the water at the Deep Creek residence. Water
500
Safety Month tip number 37. Always check your pool before diving in.
if you're in Florida.
That's a big gator.
That's a good tip.
550 pounds
Holy
is-
crap.
Could you imagine? That's half a pool.
Well, you should be checking it for water anyways, shouldn't you?
For water? I mean, a pool, where would the water go?
I don't.
I mean, I would think
don't
you're in
swim
Florida.
Like before I go into a pool, I'm like, is there water? Okay, there is. That's good. That's my first.
Not
thing.
everybody's terrified of water.
How many empty pools have you jumped in?
None, because I keep checking them.
Fair enough. All right. So Logan, that's something we learned about him. He checks for water. But I all kidding aside, I would honestly, in a couple of times I've been in Florida near a pool, I've checked them, but just looking for like water snakes or big ass spiders. So
Come on.
Yeah, so that's the hot one. And then did you see the 5 photos of the queen just from the last like 2 or 3 years with the fancy hats?
Dude, she's 96. What do you want from her? I bet she's
Yeah,
still.
but that's a tight 96.
Oh, it's a tight 96. Let me tell you.
I don't know. I've heard all sorts of articles about nursing homes and stuff.
Look, at least she looks clean. Okay, she's clean. She showers.
Look at those jowls.
Still smash.
Insert pearl necklace joke here.
Beat me to the
You
punch.
catch it like a bowl and just drink it like soup.
Oh wow. All right. I think we're ready for the picker wheel. We're warmed up.
Yeah,
We're
let's do
warmed up for it. Logan, you look good in the studio.
Thank
you
you.
look good. Thank you. You're welcome. No, thank you. Thank you for thanking me. All right, let's go live. As a reminder, while we spin this, if anybody wants to add any questions at all, this should be an easy one. So, favorite genre of a music.
I used to be very heavy with classic rock and rock and roll, and I still love it. But I'm just it's just whatever moves you. You know, I mean, I'm so when it comes to what we're playing, it could be Billie Holiday or
Yeah.
Cole Porter or something like ZZ Top or Van Halen. So it's just all over the place for me. But classic rock is what I usually go to because it's just so tied to nostalgia in my childhood.
Yep, Logan.
I kind of the same answer. I'm a daily. I like everything from classic rock to Hank Williams Sr., who's my probably favorite artist of all time.
Fam, that ain't her.
Classic country. But if I had to, I'd say the 90s grunge would be my favorite genre, but I don't want to listen to it every day. Yeah, there it is.
Ain't no way that's her, though. Is that real, dude?
No,
I'm trying to find
she's
my
not
girl
allowed
that's-
outside.
She's hiding a ham sandwich up there.
That's a
Still
diaper.
smash it, though. If she's wearing that at that age, she's comfortable in her own skin and the bedroom.
She looks terrific for 96, if that's real.
Yes, she does. So favorite genre, I'd go with grunge, but music, all types except shitty hip hop. I can't. I like rap. I like hip hop. I cannot stand shitty.
Well, what do you define as shitty hip hop?
When the beat is stagnant and the lyrics are
Unintelligible.
unintelligible. Yeah,
Whoa.
but that goes for scream rock and roll. Goes for country that just sucks.
I mean, you could say with any genre. I like this, except for the shitty ones.
Except for the stuff that takes it to an extreme. I'm not a Luke Bryan fan because he sounds like Kermit the Frog. But I mean, whatever.
Okay.
Should I not
All
say
right, fair
that?
enough.
Is Luke Bryan? Sorry.
For
Luke Bryan.
me, I'm a big punk rock guy. Love punk rock. Love
Right.
old school hip hop. Love. I've tried listening to some new stuff. Not a huge fan of it. I don't mind some of the new rap that sounds like old rap. There's some good ones. I'll listen to classic rock as well, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not a fan of country music. Don't want to cry when I listen to music. Yeah, I mean that's what I got. What do you got, producer?
I'm with you on that one, man. I'm a big punk rock guy. Love some old school hip hop, but near and dear to my heart, I'm a Warped Tour guy. Went to Warped Tour 8 times. It's a big part of everything that I am.
Yeah.
Blech.
I never went to Warped Tour. I wish I had numerous times. The music that came out of there was pretty cool.
I accidentally went to the Warped Tour that was in Montreal around 2003, 4, somewhere.
That's peak Warped Tour.
Yeah. So we went up there, and this is a story for another time. But it's honestly could be a movie or at least a book because it was an unreal story. But either way, we went up to go check out the shoe models and really got drunk, tried to find a hotel, found it was Warped Tour, hopped the fence, and there was a whole bunch of crazy stuff that happened there. But yeah, I ended up in Montreal Warped Tour back in 02, 03, or 04, whenever it was up there. I don't know.
And if you guys have never been to the Montreal shoe models,
Big fan.
they have very nice shoes.
Yes, if anybody happens to go there, and if maybe somebody from Montreal is, I think there was somebody in here from Montreal earlier. Allegedly, one place that I allegedly would really go to is Club Frontier, first exit in Montreal.
Allegedly.
Great time. So, yeah, that's what we covered music. You guys want to do another one?
Yeah.
Does anybody, so this is the picker wheel. So if anybody in the chat wants anything added, just let us know in there and we will, yes, St. Catherine Street. And South Catherine Street is in Platts, Vegas.
I want to go to St. Catherine Street with Squeak. We'll have to go during noon hours because he'll be asleep by 7. But whatever.
Go Expos. What do we got? What do we got?
Expos.
Worst comic character of all time. The worst comic character of all time.
All of them.
Ooh.
I don't like comics and give a shit.
Yeah. Not the biggest of fan of comics, I guess, but I hate Spider-Man, and Toby would probably be triggered from it. I just think Spider-Man sucks, and I'll always pick Spider-Man. Spider-Man is my answer.
Okay.
Yeah, when I went to CCC, that's what it was. It was Platts Vegas. What happens in Platts Vegas stays in Platts Vegas.
I know Brandon has mentioned a couple times about comics and how he doesn't like it. So I'll go in case he has something to say. I'll go with Aquaman only because A, I hate water. B, I hate mermaids and the idea of mermaids. So how the fuck can Aquaman can breathe under goddamn water? So I don't do the comics like Brandon, like any of us. Like I'm not.
So you'd fuck the Queen of England, but you hate mermaids?
Yeah, she's real.
How do you know
I'm
mermaids?
not gonna be like, oh, fuck a mermaid. I'll
You
be
gotta
waiting
get in the
the
water
rest
to
of
see
my
if
life
mermaids
to
are real,
have
Logan.
sex.
Yeah, have you ever been in the middle of the ocean?
Where have you ever seen mermaids?
I might as well go to England and find the Queen.
Where have you ever seen mermaids, Logan?
They're all over the place.
Where have
Movies,
you ever seen them?
pictures,
Also on-
TikTok. They have
Tell
murder
us, Logan.
Pictures and TV.
Where
Where have you ever
mermaids,
seen the
Logan?
fucking Queen? Same
Tell us,
places.
Logan.
How do you know she's real?
I know she exists. She's on the internet.
There's lots of things in there. You should Google a certain word I'm not going to say and then mermaids. You'll see it's on the internet too.
Oh, yes. All right.
I'll check my history.
So I guess Zach, do you have what was it? Worst comic character?
Not a comic book guy. I stand with Brandon on this one. I'm a big fantasy dork, big D&D guy. I was a Lord of the Rings guy.
Dudes and ticks.
Yep. You know, that sort of stuff.
I love
Especially when
sci-fi.
my people said. I'll get down with sci-fi. I grew up with I grew up staying with an aunt a lot. I just binge watched the X-Files all the time.
Yeah.
I like the X-Files. Isaac Asimov novels, that sort of stuff, you know.
So according
Wasn't a comic
to
book guy.
the internet, there is a website ranker.com, and I typed in the 30 and it came to the 30 most ridiculous comic book characters ever. Number 1, Dog Welder. Dog Welder welds dogs to people's faces.
What? Come on.
That's a comic book character. Number 2,
Big
Arm
five.
Arm Fall Off Boy. Arm Fall Off Boy has the amazing ability to detach his arm to use it as a weapon.
No.
In Dungeons and Dragons, that's called an improvised attack. It's 1d4 plus your strength modifier.
Jesus
Right.
Christ, nerds.
Number 3, Ice Cream. Says his name. Say his name out loud. Ice cream can turn into any flavor of ice cream and is assisted by an unstable molecule refrigeration system. And the last one we're going to talk about is the hindsight lad. Yet another lad, and his power is to say, "I told you so." That's it.
Well, I figured it was like a Pittsburgh
that's me.
Steelers fan or Pittsburgh Pirates fan that got pissed off all the time. Hence Hines.
Yeah, but he does have rear view mirrors on his helmet. Yeah,
Dude.
that could be a Halloween costume. I feel for you, Logan. Hindsight.
that's my bad.
But
Dude,
yeah, then,
Jay says, yeah, Logan looks like he smells like he hates water. And I laughed, and then I looked at myself. I was like, oh, fuck.
it's true.
I totally look like I hate water right now. I'm wearing a golf shirt that I wore to work today without the hat. But Jesus, I look like a tool.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know what's different than anywhere, but yeah,
Yeah.
dudes and dicks.
Pretty much the same thing.
All right, let's spin it
Pick a
again.
wheel. Favorite Robin Williams or Steve Martin film?
It's already on there.
Oh, okay. All right.
If you were paying attention in the studio, Logan.
Yeah.
We're gonna save this one.
All of them.
Yeah, because
All of them.
that's just too much comics, and we're not gonna hide it. And I want to get Toby fired up. We're gonna move on. Wow, producers in here just throwing lights around. Just clip. You can just turn it off or clip it. He's in here just smashing shit. Now our lighting's off. All right, so the question was, what is the weirdest DM you've ever received? Logan, a DM is a direct message. What is the weirdest message? Could be a
So,
text.
when I first saw it, I'll go first so you guys can tell your good stories, because I don't have any of those weird things. None like crazy like you guys. So when I first got onto the interwebs and especially the whole DM me, oh, fuck DM, and I was like, why do people want dick messages? It's like, that's fucking weird. And then I saw it all the time. I was like, okay, I know it doesn't mean dick messages, but that's the only thing it could mean. And then somehow, some way, 2 years later, I was like, oh, it's direct message me, because someone was doing a fucking garage sale. I was like, anyone who wants to buy this early thing. I was like, why would they dick message them something about, oh, it's direct or whatever it's supposed to mean? That's my story. I don't have any weird ones because I'm not on social media. I'd love to hear how people have tried to seduce you guys with their dick messages.
Jenna, that's a pretty interesting one. And I was just gonna say how, I mean, I don't have a ton of crazy ones, but women I could not imagine. And Jenna says, weirdest DM, had a dude send me a video with his fist in his booty hole.
That's not a first date thing.
I mean, that's probably not even and I can't speak for Jenna here, but that was probably just sent because dudes are weird. Dudes are weird.
Matt,
Does it count if I solicited the DM?
No.
Matt, you receive a lot of random messages from people, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Lots.
I too receive lots of weird ones from people. Which one do you want to hear first? Weirdest one from a dude or the weirdest one from a woman?
Let's start with a woman because ladies first.
Okay, all right. She was about 57, and this is before I made it big on TikTok, believe it or not. I was just a statewide radio host in Nebraska, and there was a woman who would listen to me all the time, and she loved my soft and warm voice, and she wanted me to record her messages and voice message. She wanted me to respond not in text form on Facebook, but with voice messages so she could hear them all the time. And so I would fuck it with her. I would. And then one morning I woke up and unsolicited, just heavy hanging ass and titty pics that she was sending me.
Get it. Get it.
I had to tell her that I was married man and that she probably shouldn't send me these things. Oh no, please stop. So that was one. That was fun. The number two, yes, I showed them to my wife. Both the pictures and the messages. I've got members of the LGBTQIA plus community in my family. many friends, part of my Discord community, part of my moderator staff, etc., etc. Had a dude send me a message that said, "You are so adorable." XOXO, winky face, all this other stuff. Happened to click on his profile. I was like, "Is he fucking with me?" Well, I happened to click on his profile, and after his name, it had the little emojis, and it had big bearded dude, first of all, but it had wood, an axe, and then the rainbow. And so I was like, all right, this guy's a lumberjack. We know what that is. And I was like, I'm just going to put this one to archive. I'm not even going to respond to it. So every now and then he'll send the same kind of message. Like, I love your videos. You're great. You're adorable. You're beautiful. Like sometimes he'll say stuff like that in comments. Doesn't make me feel weird. You know, I know there's dudes out there that see, but it makes you see this way. You put yourself on the internet. There is somebody who thinks certain things about you all over the gamut of you're ugly. Who's this fat fuck think he is? Oh, he's funny. He's not funny. Oh, I think he's attractive. I want him inside me. Like there's everything all over the map, especially if it's the internet.
You aren't kidding. I get so many unsolicited dick pics sent to me. I don't know. And thankfully, though, this is one thing that I'm thankful
you're
for.
ugly as shit.
Yeah, I know.
Not ugly enough to not see a dick random.
Thankfully, Instagram, TikTok, and those social medias, like they really do a good job of kind of weaning out, like Markham is saying. I mean, it's not good enough, but holy fuck, is there like I don't know what it is, but the bearded community too. Like if anybody just goes #beard and looks through them, a lot of bears, a lot of stuff, like whatever, not a big deal, but why you gotta just send your dick? Like what makes you think that I like sending a dick and no other message is like a thing? I that's what I just don't get. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. And I haven't really had weaning out weenies. I believe it. I've been asked when I'm gonna make if you make the OF, it's gonna be you in bubble wrap. I don't know if you've seen the TikToks, but all right. So Lalita got a DM from a woman that said my husband just slept with her, and I deserve to know when he was literally in the same room as me. Turns out she was an ex-coworker that got fired for harassment. Ooh, interesting. Yeah,
I had something similar happen to me that we can talk about now, real quick. I know we're about to end. When you get a TikTok, people like to harass you. When you Instagram doesn't matter. They like to harass you. And I had several people try to harass me and get me fired from my job because I was a radio host, so they knew who I was.
Mm-hmm.
And it's why I no longer work there. And it wasn't because I got fired. I quit and stuff like that. But it was a fun conversation with HR, that's for sure.
Oh, you aren't kidding. What a weird
Is that
time.
the one you had talked about a little bit before?
Yeah.
Or a little bit.
Yeah, that's I don't know what it is. I mean, I get that people can stand behind a phone or they can stand behind, the internet and kind of feel a little more safe, I guess. Maybe think there's no repercussions, even though everything you put out there on the internet is technically evidence, I guess. But I mean, I can click my request on Instagram, and I know Brandon, yours is probably out of control. And there are just I'm showing Zach, like it just, they're hidden. They're just weird things.
I get a lot of weird ones that are like, hey, will you do me a huge favor, please? Why aren't you answering? Please answer me, fat boy. Oh,
yeah, like
okay.
I got this one earlier. Hello, I would like to meet you. I hope you're okay with this. You are very cute. From David. And I won't say your last name, but I mean, that was nice at least,
This happened to me once on Reddit, and that's it. I'm thankful that I'm not as public as you guys are, because I don't. You know what? Again, it was flattering. Not something I want to incorporate in my day-to-day.
Yeah. I mean, here's a nice one that I got earlier. Hello, beloved one. May peace and blessings be upon you and your family.
I sent that to you this morning, man.
No. Somebody else thought that. See, that's a good one. But you're unfortunately still getting deleted. Yeah, what do we got in here? Let's see here. So if anybody does, Jace apparently was like, hey, if you're feeling bold, go ahead. Send him some weird DMs. Send them some weird. So if you really want it, go ahead and put your username in there, Jason. We'll see what we can do for one. Where we go? If I ever get an unsolicited D pic over Snap, I end up showing it to friends.
As you should.
Let me ask you: has anybody ever accidentally got a dick pic from a coworker before? Because that happened to me one time.
Not from a coworker. No, we did one of my first jobs. I did on a Saturday sneak into the building, not sneaking, but I came into the building when I was off. I wasn't on the clock, kind of a thing. Office job, and there was somebody that worked there on a Saturday. It was commercial, or it was a customer service job, and their job was to be there on Saturday, take calls. Only person on throughout the whole thing. Usually, we've got 7 people on the phone lines, and they were in the back room, I think, doing a little to themselves, and came out in a hurry, like, you knew something was up. Either they were back there doing a little illegal activities when it came to substances, or they were doing that. And I don't think that they were doing illegal substances. Because you can just do that from your desk, unless it's something that you're worried about smelling weird. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. It was awkward. But.
One time I walked into a server room where I used to work, and there was a dude who had his phone on the server rack, and you could just kind of hear a little. I opened it, like it was a storage room with a server, and I opened the door. The lights were off. The phone was there, and it was still dark. I was like, "Oh shit!" Shut the door, went back, and I was like, "Hey, this dude was just jerking off in the server room." And he's like, "No, I was just watching a video." I'm like, "Yeah, dude was just jerking off in the server room." Busted. So now we were just like, listen, anytime you're gonna jerk off in the server room or whatever, just put like a network cable or something on the door handle. We'll know it's there. Hey, so
or
Brandon?
Don't do that at work.
Yeah, I mean that's a thing.
Hey, thanks nonstop. Appreciate it. My wife cuts my hair. Her dad's a barber, and he taught her everything she knows.
Heck yeah.
I haven't paid for a haircut in 15 years.
That's awesome. So yeah. So thank you, Stream Elements. This is the perfect transition. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can come right to here. We got Triple T with Toby's going to be making some appearances because thankfully he's got some family in town. He's got some stuff going on, so he's going to be making some appearances on the Tuesday show, and as well as you've been whacking off, still whacking off. Where's he whacking off? Who's he whacking off? But either way, his name is Brandon as well, so it's confusing sometimes. Tuesday 9 p.m. Triple T, we showcase funny TikTok videos, and then Thursday with this crew. And big shout out to not only our all our Patreon subscribers, which is none, but our YouTube subscribers or members. We appreciate you, and shout out to producer Zach. I thought he did a phenomenal job.
Me, Matt.
So yes,
Thanks for being on, dude.
Yeah,
welcome
man.
to produce.
Guys, thank you.
Now that Dixon Dude Night is changed, he has Thursdays open, so you might see him a little bit or hear him potentially if he works his way in. We might even put a camera on him, but we can't thank you guys enough for being here. And again, thanks Zach, thanks Logan, thanks Brandon. We'll be back here next week, episode 138. Feels like it's getting closer to 3 years, so that's pretty cool. And I'm gonna task producer Zach for when we hit episode for 3 years, we do something really big because we flew right by year 2 and no clue. And yeah, we're going to do something real big. I don't know what it is, but we're going to give some stuff away and do some cool stuff. And again, send all
a dick pic.
Yeah, we're going to throw it. Yeah. Logan. Logan. Logan and Brandon are we're going to do a collage of dick pics and we're going to autograph them like we're Steve-O from Jackass.
And I'm going to get 2 Vagina Girl live in studio for the 3rd year episode. It's going to be fantastic.
Yes, please. I will have to remain
2 ping pong balls.
Big summer blowout. And rumor has it Logan might be here next Thursday. So exciting stuff. But either way, can't thank you guys enough. We're going to hit you with the outro. We'll see you Tuesday. If we don't see you Tuesday, we'll see you Thursday. If we don't see you either Tuesday or Thursday, then we'll just see you whenever we see you. Just, yeah, that was fun. Appreciate it. Outro. Bye.
Peace.